Fam Bam, what's good, baby? You know what it is, man. Boogie Balboa. I'm chilling in the backyard today. Just kind of cooling out, man. Had a really long day, a whole lot of different things been kind of going on, but I didn't want to miss this video, so I wanted to share it with you really quick. By now, it's Friday for you, so I hope you're indeed enjoying your Friday. But we're going to talk about keeping your promise, okay? It's very important that you keep your promise. I mean, people are constantly saying, I promise, and they speak those words absolutely so easy. I mean, it's almost as if people have absolutely no idea what a real promise is nowadays. I mean, I promise means I basically promise as long as it benefits me, or I promise as long as it'll work out for me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes making a promise to someone will require that you go through things that will test you in absolutely every way imaginable. And the fact that you promised, I mean, that should guarantee that you complete your job. I mean, even if there is little or absolutely no benefit to you. Or just make your promises different, okay? I mean, you can sit down and be honest and say, hey, I promise as long as I'm cool. I promise as long as it doesn't put me in a bad situation. I promise as long as I'm able to look out for myself in the process, because keeping a promise is a very serious thing. I was reading in the Bible the other day, in the book of Matthew, and Jesus went absolutely crazy on some Pharisees. He was upset at how they had been able to work and created loopholes to be able to get out of their promises. They were making promises with absolutely no commitment. The scripture says like this in Matthew, I believe it's chapter 23, 19 through 22. I'm going to read the Message version just because it's a little bit more in your face. You know what I'm saying? You're hopeless. What arrogant stupidity. You say if someone makes a promise with his fingers crossed, that's nothing. But if he swears with his hand on the Bible, that's serious. What ignorance! Does the leather on the Bible carry more weight than the skin on your hands? And what about this piece of trivia? If you shake hands on a promise, that's nothing. But if you raise your hand that God is your witness, that's serious. What ridiculous hair splitting. What difference does it make whether you shake hands or raise hands? A promise is a promise. What difference does it make if you make your promise inside or outside a house of worship? A promise is a promise. God is present, watching, and holding you accountable regardless. Jesus went off. You know what I'm saying? A promise is a promise. God is present, watching and holding you accountable regardless. That's what he said in his word. That's exactly the way he worded. He said, when you make a promise, keep it. No fingers crossed, no eyes crossed, no toes crossed. And even if you are doing those things, what makes you exempt from keeping your promise? You see, people of integrity, they keep their word. See, society has it all set up. They have it set into a place where breaking a promise is actually normal. Saying you're going to come through, but not actually coming through is common. The Bible again says in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, when you tell God you'll do something, do it. Now, God doesn't take no pleasure in foolish gabble. Vow it, then do it. Far better not to vow in the first place than to vow and not pay up. How do you follow through? What's your character perceived as when it comes to keeping your word? I don't care if it's keeping your word to your wife about changing a light bulb or actually fulfilling your expectations at work. You promised, now do it. I heard a saying that said, promises are like babies. They're easy to make, but they're hard to deliver. Famo, you guys have a good Friday, man. Salute. Enjoy the Arizona sunset. I mean, I'm here on a Thursday night, but this is going to be for your Friday. Look at the park. I like to call my yard the park. You know, I have a really good time back here. But I'm going to go in. I'm going to enjoy my time with my daughter. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. You guys be safe. Remember, we're working on becoming people of integrity and keeping our word and our promises. God bless you guys, man. I'm going to talk to you later. Peace.